focus that involves partnering with other live teams and YouTube teams more broadly. And to complete the picture, Kathy, I think, called out in the foundations slide, she will continue working on foundations in addition to her focus on viewer discovery. So yeah, no big changes here, just the product side.
Thank you. Okay, time for the questions.
Should we start with Dory?
Of course, but if you have a live question, you can feel free to later raise your hand so we can queue up.
I can read it off. The bus factor in several areas is getting dangerously high, web platform, chat cache, etc. Does not appear we are planning to increase the edge headcount and continuous reloads are bringing more uncertainty, causing them to leave. What is our plan for these areas?
Yeah, thank you for the questions. And that's a tough question. Of course, you would say this change. We didn't talk about having more headcount when moving some scope into immersive team, right? And even to talk about establishing a new platform team. And we iterate this whole structure. There's no perfect solution in the current scenario. We know we own a very big business, classic live. We also need to grow the immersive. We need to deal with different clients, premieres. If we say classify the top with knowledge whisper, YouTube with knowledge whisper, YouTube could launch a resource online. Trust me, our partner is maybe 5 times, 10 times more than this. So I hope that you are aware.
Session team is already giving 2 to 3 suites to IWF. Most of these suite being members of our team most familiar with Android. What was the reasoning behind getting more? Are there any plans to reevaluate how we choose to distribute resources to AWS?
Thank you, Shai, for the question. I think when you're talking about giving more, that's more of the grant operating labels, the TL of IWF, I'm assuming what you're referring to. I think initially that's going to be more along the lines of his role as a manager, like how he's been working with IWF. I'll see that continuing. Maybe some projects coming out of that, but really him continuing to run strategy and that kind of stuff. Steve run the latency stuff you're talking about. Yeah, I think this is a good thing for you to talk to me and shouting about, continue to evaluate this. We want to be good partners to IWF, but we also need to make sure we're working on the right stuff. I think core to this right now in terms of the IW aspect, is just make sure we're good partners, putting that system in and helping make sure we're navigating it in the direction we want it to go. But we know we need to be a little bit low on averages, and that is how to make sure we work through that.
Yeah, we'll write code. So you'll get his time writing code, review his code. And then, in addition to that, of course, how Andrew transitioned to IC role, I think we are figuring out what's his kind of the TL scope. I think initially this is a setup, it can evolve. I think the existing scope, still kind of the latency, video quality, and mini stuff definitely will continue. Try and the team, you first leading well on the consumption roadmap and so on, it will continue. And we need many more senior TL than many people think. So, and actually we have lots of technical challenges which require ICTO than entry managers to think through. So trust me, including we convert accounts into IC role, and also to focus on the more collaboration with testing. If we are going to count BI teams, including Show's team, blah blah blah, and I believe Andrew will play a very similar role and scale himself, be able to help you to tackle the challenge problems.
One thing that just came to mind, complete our thought with this is we mentioned Andrew Grant up names a lot. I don't think we mentioned Andrew Howe yet. Andrew Howe is still our very own Andrew Howe over TL within live experiences. Now that we have some other, we have a Sean who's now over TL within that space. Andrew Howe's role will be slightly narrower in that Sean is only creation, but overall Andrew's role is basically the same. We just didn't mention it because there's not a major change.
Okay, in the interest of time, since we have a lot of questions. I hope the slide we had on this answered those questions. 3P will include LCR, also includes webcam, API, as all of the above.
Yeah, we are very, very bad at naming.
Please think of a better name.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve had a question around why keep the consumption and interactivity teams separate instead of merging them for more collaboration. I think Yuri and Albert, what you guys have?
Yeah, I can start. Yeah, efficiency definitely a consideration. We see lots of possibility that under shouting, we'll be able to think about the YouTube label, live label priorities, and give that opportunity across board. So it means eventually, if you in the consumption team currently interested in some project, you will have a menu to talk with, and this also increase the mobility. Yes, generally, it's really thinking about how we will be able to prioritize in these two teams. We definitely think about a different way to iterate on different way to combine things and to see whether that will be efficient. We believe this is the best way to move forward. But at the current time, don't worry about it. I think this will only be a new opportunity open for anyone in the teams. So Shouting and Yuri will think more together with their PMs on how to make it happen.
Yeah, plus one to most of that. I mean, I think the simple keeps things simple right now, and that the fact that we keep the PM, UX, and manager structures across both those two, and keep them separate, but bringing them under Shouting allows the consumption team, interactivity team, and those experiences to become closer and really think about immersive live. Like immersive live is not just the video aspects of playback; it's the engagement issues on top of that. So bringing those two together under one manager and two teams bringing closer together, hopefully there'll be synergies. And it's not something where not ruling out like, hey, should we combine these at one point? But that's not a for sure future thing. I was originally going to plan Shouting talk, but I think we're running out of time.
Yeah, we have a few more questions.
Yeah, by the way, my understanding is Shouting is a good guy. If that's wrong, then no. So.
Very true. Okay, do you have a question around whether the platform team will support other teams with their design implementation? I expect this to be just generally true across all the teams. They're not going to be solid up, but I'll be more context.
The live platform, first of all, I know everyone is excited with these new teams, but only 3 engineers there. They cannot do everything for you. We hope we'll be able to scale, but I will give them some time to figure out the best way they operate. So right now, stay calm, don't send any requests to them, or give them some suggestions they are fine. But Golden has been involved in many design, help you, so on and so forth. Use that him, continue using him in that way. That's I bet he loves to, but again, Golden will need to also drive the roadmap and eventually the OKR for platform teams. And by give them some time, they will figure out and let you know that how you can reach out.
Next one, Aaron, we're going to call you up to discuss Henry's role and scope and just the broader scope between the PMs going forward.
Yeah, happy to talk about that. So, good question. Thanks for that, too. I think that there's a few things here. First, Henry is going to be acting as a lead in that area. So, if you saw that chart with the team setup, that's an important relevant thing to be. We also do want Henry, much like Baruch has been acting as the IC lead of Immersive Live, we want him to continue in that role for Classic Live, and that's going to be, when you talk about mapping engineer numbers, that's going to be very interesting because it's going to be about influencing across our entire new, much more unified team that exists across Classic more than they once did. There's also 2 more things we're going to be asking Henry to work on. They are overall strategy for Classic Live, and also one for shopping. Shopping's an area where we haven't talked as much in 2024. It's not as firmly baked into our 2025 plan right now, but it's a nascent area that a more senior leader like a senior DM like Henry can help us define and take that green field and break ground for a strategy for us. So those are some early ideas. Henry is going to be coming back in roughly 4 weeks, and there'll be more talk with him and like with anyone else on the team, tailoring the role based on conversations with him and insurance. So that's some early information about that. Thanks.
1 more minute and 2 questions. We can also take a live question if we want. You had a question around the live monetization and 3D creation team. What is the scope of the new team? Will the team solely focus on third-party creation and monetization? I think like the answer is generally yes, but also some of the features that these teams will work on will also impact viewership, such as like the simul streaming, multi-aspect streaming. So that's a partner with the live experience team on like a as-needed basis. But this is 2 sub-teams under an umbrella, so monetization, work on monetization, and then the third-party creation team will work on, as mentioned before, API, LCR, webcam, etc. Hope that answers your question.
By the way, I think it makes more and more sense
compared to previously, we have a classic light experiencing and monetization team. Monetization and creation are so close, right? So I think that's make the white engine make lots of sense. And Joe, I'm very supportive of Joe to be together with Sophie to be this area.
And then Shai, the last question on will the live experience teams be doing any work to improve Classic Live, or is it just keeping the lights on? Will our 2025 plans change at all? I think we'll have more specifics on this in the coming days. The live experience teams will support Classic Live viewership, like Yuri mentioned. So it's more than just keeping the lights on. And we can specify some of these details coming up, but it will involve collaborating on the features such as the multi-aspect streaming, which is on the previous Classic Live strategy and roadmap.
Yeah, one thing I want to more specific, we are investing on Classic Live very heavily. You can see 20% revenue gain. Next year, we might even target higher. So there's a collaboration with S team, VI team. We still have monetization team that highly focus on that. And for third-party creation, we have Simon streaming. Those are so key. Discovery will continue to invest. Foundation will help the discovery team, and whole responsibility effort will also apply there. So experience team, I think the current roadmap hyper focusing on making immersive live experience better and better. And then with Henry and the team together to think about where is the surgical area for us to do this.
That's the last Dory question. Anybody have any other last minute questions?
Well, I want to thank everyone. I know change are never been easy, and I believe this already iterating and will help us very successful to run 25, even more successful than this year. And I think we are working together on setting the roadmap for PR and so on and so forth. So if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to reach out. You can talk to your manager, talk to your partner, the post-function partner, and but at the same time, if you want to reach out to me, we are always available.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.